Talk to Me is the newest horror movie that is coming out on the big screen for you guys to go and check out. I have seen it. I'm going to tell you guys my thoughts on it. Smash your thoughts down in the comment section below. If you have seen it, let me know your hype. If you haven't seen it, let me know down there. Smash that like button, click subscribe, and let's talk about Talk to Me right now. Okay, so Talk to Me is Raka Raka's new film that is coming out. They are YouTubers. You can go check them out. They have created this new horror movie called Talk to Me. Now, basically, the whole idea of this horror movie is there's a hand, you grab onto it, you say, talk to me, and next thing you know, bam, there you are. You're talking to a spirit. You know, it's all to do with the demonic spirits and everything like that. So you have that behind it. That is basically the whole story. Now, I have been really excited for this movie for a long time. The trailers look absolutely fantastic. I've heard from people as well that had seen this at a film festival and stuff like that, that they thought this was absolutely spectacular. So my hype level was through the roof for this movie. So now that I've seen it, I'm going to tell you guys right now, this is the best horror movie of the year so far. This movie is absolutely fantastic. This is brilliant. And what I love about this movie is it doesn't go into the tropes of the horror genre. It doesn't go down any route that makes it feel like you've already seen something like this. This is actually feels unique. It feels different. It feels a more modern horror than going down the tropey route. And you can easily go down that. Like, I know people, we love tropes. We love superhero tropes. We love horror tropes. We love, drama tropes. We love comedy tropes. We love those things. But sometimes to come up with a awesome movie in a particular genre, sometimes you need to get rid of those tropes and you need to deliver something that is just absolutely unique and different and doesn't follow those things. And that's what I feel like they did here with Talk to Me. Now, this isn't flooded with jump scares. So to me, this isn't a movie that is going to scare the absolute living crap out of people because of it doesn't have those jump scares. What it does is it does it really, really well. Is it builds up the tension. It builds up the thrill, the suspense. That's what it does so well. It builds all that. It doesn't rely on jump scares to do that. It just relies on good storytelling, good direction, good editing, good moments with the music cues. Everything like that worked on so many good levels to create this absolute brilliant movie that kept you on the edge of your seat all the time. And what it also does is this is not just a dumb horror movie. Like, I love a dumb horror movie. I love a dumb slasher. Like, everyone does. This makes you start to think, what is actually going on? How is everything connected? Who is where? What is going on? And with the use of the editing choices with particular scenes, made that really test your knowledge of what is actually going on, which scene is connected to which world is she in? Is she in our world? Is she in their world? What is going on? And I thought that was absolutely brilliant. That all worked. Another thing that worked really, really well is the practical effects of this movie. Some of the design of these creatures, they're not creatures, they're people, of the spirits themselves was fantastic. There is a scene in here that is absolutely brutal. It is absolutely brutal. Like, visually, it was brilliant. Visually, it was scarring. Visually, it was messed up. But it's that practical effect, the way it was shot, everything about that scene worked on so many levels. And if you guys have seen the movie, let's just say you know what scene I'm talking about. Let's just say it's to do with the head. You guys will know exactly what scene I'm talking about. And it was gruesome, but it was so effective on so many levels. Like, you were just on the edge of your seat during that one. And just the makeup afterwards, after that moment, was just absolutely fantastic. So that, I've got to give it to him as well. That was fantastic. I thought the writing of the characters was fantastic, especially our lead. To be able to give us this character that is broken from previous trauma that has happened in her life, and then to be able to add in a technique of storytelling to get us invested in her, and then all of a sudden giving her a reason to do what she does, makes total sense. And you need to do that, because if you don't do that, then it just becomes a dumb character and you're kind of like, or why is this character just making these dumbass decisions? Why are they doing that? But every decision she makes, there's a reason behind it, and you can see it. It's validated. It's understandable. You understand why this character is doing what it's doing, and she does a fantastic job at portraying this particular character and going through this nightmare experience. And that worked on so many levels as well. I thought the supporting cast were great as well. They really worked, and they didn't overtake anyone. They stayed where they were, and they were great secondary characters that built this story on top of each other and gave it layers. Now, when it comes to the ending, I thought the ending was brilliant as well. It really came full circle. It really worked. And I really enjoyed the ending because I thought the way that it was shot, the way that it was edited, that ending worked so well because you're like trying to figure out what is going on. And then where that final scene at the end, you're like, oh my God, wow. So that's where it ended up. I thought it was absolutely fantastic with the way to be able to do that was just absolutely brilliant. The music was absolutely outstanding as well. It was in the right places. The cues for it were fantastic. It created and elevated the scene, and it adds that tension as well because you can easily overpower a scene with the music, and you can really get invested in, wow, this soundtrack, this score is absolutely incredible. Like, wow, you're paying attention to that. You're not actually paying attention to what it's bringing to it. So it doesn't, again, overpower the scene or anyone else. It just adds that underlayer bit to it that just elevates that scene to the next level. That was done all well. The writing is fantastic. The pacing of this movie is fantastic. This is an hour and a half long movie. It doesn't feel like an hour and a half long. It felt 2 hours, but the pacing of it was a good pacing. Like, it felt like a good 2 hour movie. It didn't feel like an hour and a half, and it didn't feel long at all. I never felt the runtime at all. I actually thought it was 2 hours, but it went by so quick and so efficiently. Every single scene, like, it felt like it was earned, every single scene, and every single scene built upon the next one and the next one and the next one. So the pacing was on point. This was really done really well, and you could tell that they actually cared about it and they wanted to make something different. The story itself is fantastic. I thought that's what made this movie, is the plot of the movie itself. The story itself is what makes this movie so good. And just to be able to keep me on the edge of my seat guessing and that, and like, you can see the different horror themes that they bring into here, that they don't try to just be like, bam, jump scare, or, just those easy sort of things they can do. No, they tell a really good story, add in some really good horror themes and elements, and it's just a really, really good movie. So I would highly, highly recommend go checking Talk to Me. It is absolutely fantastic, and I really enjoyed it. So let me know your thoughts down in the comment section below. What did you guys all think? Did you love it? Did you hate it? Smash it down there. Smash that like button. Click subscribe, and I'll see you guys next video. Until then, stay safe, and peace out.